Welcome to eChemistry. Hello, all of you. Let us continue Chapter 1 Chemical Reaction and Equation. Now, let us move towards the most important topic of this chapter, that is oxidation and reduction reaction. Now, as the name tells us, oxidation. Oxy means oxygen and reduction is reducing or becoming less. Now, what is this oxidation and reduction reaction? And what are the bases on which we can identify whether it is an oxidation or reduction reaction? Let us begin with an activity and understand the example. Take a china dish containing about 1 gram of copper powder, that is Cu powder. What do you observe? The surface of copper powder becomes coated with black copper oxide. Why has this black substance formed? This is because oxygen is added to copper and copper oxide is formed. So Cu plus O2 on heating gives CuO. If hydrogen gas is passed over this heated material CuO, the black coating on the surface turns brown as reverse reaction takes place and copper is obtained. CuO plus H2 on heating gives Cu plus H2O. If a substance gains oxygen during a chemical reaction, it is said to be oxidized. And if a substance loses oxygen during a chemical reaction, it is said to be reduced. During this reaction, the copper 2 oxide is losing oxygen and is being reduced. The hydrogen is gaining oxygen and is being oxidized. In other words, one reactant gets oxidized while the other gets reduced during a reaction. Such reactions are called oxidation and reduction reactions. So, CuO plus H2 on heating gives Cu plus H2O. Here we can clearly observe that in CuO, oxygen is removed and oxygen is added to hydrogen. So, if oxygen is removed or becomes less, then can you tell me what type of reaction it is? Yes, you can say if any substance absorbs oxygen or takes oxygen, then you can call it as oxidation. And if loses oxygen, then it is called reduction. So here Cu lost oxygen atom, so Cu underwent reduction reaction, and H2 gained oxygen, so it underwent oxidation reaction. The oxidation reduction reaction generally occurs together, and so they are called as redox reactions also. For example, ZNO plus C gives Zn plus CO. MnO2 plus HCl, 4HCl gives MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Now can you observe here? Zn is losing oxygen and C is gaining oxygen. So if any substance gains oxygen, it is getting oxidation reaction. And if Zn is losing oxygen, it is undergoing reduction reaction. Same way for MnO2 plus 4HCl, Mn is losing oxygen and HCl is gaining oxygen, that is, hydrogen is gaining oxygen. So we can say Mn underwent reduction reaction and H underwent oxidation reaction. So in reaction 1.31, carbon is oxidized to CO and Zn is reduced to Zn. In reaction 1.32, HCl is oxidized to Cl2, whereas MnO2 is reduced to MnCl2. From the above example, we can say that if a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen during a reaction, it is oxidized. If a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen during a reaction, it is reduced. So, it is very clear from these above examples what is oxidation and reduction reaction. When magnesium ribbon burns with dazzling flame in air, oxygen and changes into a white substance, magnesium oxide is formed. Is magnesium being oxidized or reduced in this reaction? Can you guess what is happening? Yes, we can observe that when Mn, that is Mg, is reacting with O2, it gives MgO. So, Mg gained oxygen. When it gains oxygen, means oxidation reaction has occurred. So, Mn underwent oxidation reaction to form MnO. I hope this is very clear from this topic. Let us move further and see how have you observed the effect of oxidation and reduction in everyday life? So, how oxidation and reduction reactions are affecting our daily requirement and daily needs of our life. Corrosion. You must have observed that the iron articles are shining when new, but gets coated with reddish brown powder when left for some time. This process is commonly known as rusting of iron. So, other metals also get tarnished in this manner. And have you noticed the color of coating formed on copper and silver? When a metal is attacked by substances around it, such as moisture, acid, etc., then it is said to be corroded, and this process is called as corrosion. The black coating on silver and the green coating on copper are all examples of corrosion. Corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridge, iron railings, ship, and to all objects made of metal, especially those of iron. Corrosion of iron is a serious problem. Every year, an enormous amount of money is spent to replace damaged iron. You will learn more about corrosion in chapter 3. So, very simple topic. We all know that the iron gets rusted. When we talk about rusting of iron, the corrosion of iron and rusting of iron is synonymous. The word rusting is used when we talk about corrosion of iron. And if we talk about other metals, then we use the word corrosion. Now, rancidity. You have ever tasted or smelt the fat or oil containing material left for a long time? When fat and oil are oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. Usually, substances which prevent oxidation, antioxidants, are added to food containing fat and oil. Keeping food in airtight container helps to slow down oxidation. Do you know that chip manufacturers usually flush bags of chips with gas such as nitrogen to prevent the chips from getting oxidized? So this is how oxidation and reduction reaction affects our day-to-day life, and there are certain measures which should be taken care of to prevent this oxidation and reduction. So with this topic we end this chapter here, and you can go through the textual exercise and revise the chapter from the first topic. Thank you.